But first, coffee. Hey everyone, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another first impressions on this foundation. So this is the Maybelline Dream Cushion Fresh Face Liquid Foundation on the Go. That is a super long name. I don't think I had to read all that out, but I'm Katie, I read everything. But anyways, I'm doing a first impressions on this Maybelline foundation and I'm super excited. I was kind of like iffy on if I was going to test this out, but I was new and I was shopping on Ulta and I was like, why not? So I'm first going to talk about my skin and stuff like that. So I do have acne prone skin, as you probably can see and everything, but I just break out a little bit. My skin is more acne prone and I have more combo oily skin. So sometimes my skin can be a little bit dry, especially around my nose. That's mainly the prominent area where I get dry, but I'm mostly oily and I'm especially oily in my T-zone. But since it is winter and it is very cold where I live, I really don't get oily in the winter time, so my skin is pretty just normal-ish. This is the foundation. It's a cushion foundation. I've never tried a cushion foundation before and I'm super excited. So I got the shade Ivory, which is the second shade in the range. And this foundation comes with 0.51 ounces or 14.6 grams, which is why I was so iffy about trying this, because it's not a whole fluid ounce of product or 30 mil. But I did want to try it because it is like new and it's new to the drugstore. And cushion foundations are all the rage, so kind of had to try it, you know? So yeah, there's not really much information on the packaging. It just says our first fresh face liquid foundation in a cushion. So I'm gonna pull up some information off of Ulta's website. So at Ulta, this foundation retails for $15.99, so $16, and I believe at Target it retails for $12.99, as well as for Walmart and probably other drugstores, so like $13. So this foundation comes in 8 different shades. So it's a decent shade range, especially for the drugstore. Maybelline's increased color pigments deliver complete luminous coverage for a fresh face perfection in the Dream Cushion Fresh Face Liquid Foundation. The benefits are it's a liquid foundation reinvented, complete luminous coverage for all skin types, available in a collection of fresh shades. And they recommend that you use a sponge applicator to press into a cushion. Tap the applicator onto the forehead, nose, cheeks, chin, blend all over. Use gentle downward strokes in a tapping motion. And that's pretty much all they really say about it. So this is what the packaging looks like. You just have this little like compact almost looking thing. It's like the cushion. And then you open it up and then you have your applicator. Then here's the applicator and everything. And then you have like a little mirror and then you have this part and you open it up and this is where the cushion is at. Here's your cushion and that's where the product is at. So on half of my face, I think I'm going to use their applicator just to see how it works. I wouldn't probably use this every time just because I feel like it won't be as sanitary as like I keep using it over and over. And then on the other side of my face, I will either use my L'Oreal blender or I'll use my Real Techniques diamond sponge. So we will see how it applies with their applicator and these. And maybe I will like try to keep using that applicator if I feel like it works, but if it doesn't, I will like use my sponges, which I feel like I'm gonna more like. And so yeah, I did already prime, moisturize, and all that kind of stuff. So let's just get right into what I used. So I'm going to show you what I use. So to moisturize, I use the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer from First Aid Beauty. I really like this. It's a really nice moisturizer and primer. Then I use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I really love this product. It's amazing. I've been using this for about maybe a year and a half to 2 years, and I love this. It's amazing. I really don't think this prolongs my makeup at all, but I just love how it feels under makeup and stuff, and it just really moisturizes my skin and preps it for makeup, so I really like this. And then the primer I've been using recently under all my foundations is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and I really love this one. It's more the lotiony one. I really love this. I believe this prolongs my makeup. It kind of blurs my skin and blurs imperfections, and I love it. But yeah, we're gonna get right into applying. On this side of my face, I'm gonna use their applicator. On the other side of my face, I use one of my sponges that I showed you. Ooh, that feels like weird, like dipping into the cushion. Okay, we have a good amount of product on there. Okay, so time to start applying. Ooh, that's like thicker than I thought it'd be. So I should be able to get this. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm not liking this. I'm not really liking this applicator. I would much prefer to use my beauty blender, but we're gonna work with this just for the sake of the video. Yeah, I feel like I'm not getting like a good blend with that. Like I feel like it's just not working, but you just press it in your skin. Okay, so that's like a really thin layer. I didn't really like that applicator. Like I felt like it was really hard to work with. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal blender and I just feel like that'll work a lot better. And I'm gonna go on the other side of my face and try to apply the same kind of layer. So just get like a good amount of foundation and apply. Yeah, we're gonna go on this side of my face and see how this applies and compare. Yeah, so far this is applying way better, way smoother. I just feel like I have more control of this one and I'm getting way better coverage all around. It looks a lot better and yeah, that's covering way better. I have way more control. Okay, so here are the two sides like compared. I definitely think that like obviously I need more coverage over here. In this I get a pretty good layer of coverage. I do really like this side better. I feel like the L'Oreal blender just works a lot better. And like this little sponge, I just feel like it was not easy to control. It's just like too, like it's not very, it's very thin and it's just, I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. So I'm not really into that, but I think it looks pretty good with just one single layer. Of course, I'm going to see how this builds. I want to see the kind of coverage I can get. I want to see if it goes for full coverage, and I am liking the naturalness of it, like how glowy it is. It's not like super glowy, like it's not a ton of glow, but I do like the like little bit of glow I have. It's not like so luminous where it's like glitter and everything. So I'm gonna see how the rest applies and I'll probably have it in a fast forward motion. So I just applied like a good another layer and I feel like it looks good and everything. I feel like I covered everything. Even that annoying pimple on my forehead, or not my forehead, on my nose and everything, even covered that a little bit. Of course it's going to show because it's really big and it's weird and everything, but I feel like everything just looks good. I do feel that my face looks a slightly smoothed out and everything, and I do like how everything is looking. It is looking a little more luminous, but with the cushion foundation you're of course going to get more luminosity and everything because it is a cushion and that's kind of like the purpose of it. It is 9:38 right now, so we're just going to call the start time about 9:30, 9 o'clock, and I will check in with you after I finish doing my makeup. So here are your close-ups. Here we go. Okay, so it is 10:18 right now and I just finished doing my makeup and it took a little while, but like I was saying, first impressions and like videos in general, I take my time with my makeup, especially when I have the time, and when I'm filming I have the time. So I really love this foundation. I was feeling iffy about it as I was blending it in because I was like but I really love how it's applied. It looks just very smooth out on my face, and of course you can see like certain parts of my skin more better, but I think it looks very nice. And the best thing on my face is it feels very just like smooth and soft. Everything is just set in. There is a little bit of a luminosity to it, but it's not like when you set it with powder, it kind of goes away a little bit. And yeah, I really like how it's applied. I really like how it looks. Even over acne, it is looking pretty smooth. Of course you can still see it, but it's not super bumpy or anything. It's kind of in the middle of smoothness, I guess you could say. And I just really love how it is applied. I really love how it looks. I'm kind of excited to see how this wears throughout the day. I will probably do at least 3 or 4 check-ins. So those are my thoughts so far. Really loving it, really loving how it's looking. It looks nice and I just love it so far. So it's about 10:21 right now and I'm probably gonna check in with you in about an hour, so around 11:30 to 12. So it's 12:53, so foundation has been on for about 3 hours and everything, and I'm loving how it's looking and everything. I love it. Like, there's no sugar coating anything. I love it so much and I feel like it's wearing just very well. I do think it looks a little weird in this area and I am getting dry around my nose and everything, but I think it's looking very nice for this kind of foundation. It is lighter coverage, and I think in this mirror it makes it look a little weird just because I'm very up close to my face, so of course it's gonna look weirder and everything. And naturally I am getting a little like glowier in like typical areas where you get glowy, but that's okay. It still looks nice. I really still love how it looks and everything. I think it looks very smooth, so definitely loving it so far. This is a 3-hour mark. I'll probably check in with you in a couple hours, see if it's changed a little bit, see if anything's happened or anything like that. But as of right now, I'm really loving it and everything. And I didn't share like what products I used or anything on my face, so that will be listed down below in the description box. I tend to have what I'm wearing on my face in the description box just so you know what I'm wearing. So I'll check back in with you in a couple hours and see how the foundation's doing. So yeah. Okay, so it's a little after 4:30, so foundation has been on for I think about 7 hours, and I decided to check in just because I did notice a little bit of a change. So I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I am more oilier in the center of my face, like in my T-zone kind of area, and where I highlighted I'm a little bit more oilier, not necessarily right here, but like on my nose I'm seeming to be more oily and everything. And I think it's like getting like breaking down a little bit right here, but it's nothing noticeable where it's like, what the hell is happening to your face? It's kind of just normal, and I'm oily right there in the center of my face and everything, but this is a luminous foundation, so that's kind of to be expected. And I don't think anything looks bad. I'm standing in front of a huge sliding glass door that leads to my backyard, so I'm giving you a really good like view. Like, this is a lot of like slightly dry, slightly oily in the center of my nose, which is weird. And I'm a little like, I'm getting closer so you can see, but I'm a little oily right there. Not really much on my chin or on my lip, which I never get oily there. It's mostly just on my nose and the middle of my forehead and everything. So I'm a little oily there, but it's nothing that I feel that's problemsome or it's awful. Like, it's fine. And I feel like the foundation still looks good. You can still see everything. My highlight has faded, which isn't a problem. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, having this foundation on for a little bit, you would expect something like that. And it's not like this happened after an hour. This happened after 7 hours. And yeah, I'm still loving the foundation. It's still looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna probably check in with you at the end of the night for my final check-in. So this is my last check-in and everything. I'm looking very oily, especially more where I was earlier. Probably can't see it on camera, but in person's so oily, and I'm more oily here than I was earlier. It's not so like not oily, but you know, that's what you get when you like use a luminosity. I'm oily here, and on my nose a tiny bit, mostly on the tip of my nose and like right here. My blush is still there, which is surprising for how much it is worn, and everything's really still there. It's just worn out. I didn't mention this yet, but I've had the foundation on for about like 11 hours. It's 8:30 right now, and I think this is a pretty good wear time for like having it on this long. Like, it looks really good, and I'm really loving how it's looking. I love like everything. It just looks so good, even for like this time of day. Like, you know, it's like night, so of course I've had this on for like 10, 11 hours, so of course it's worn out and it's worn to its ability
healthy, I guess you could say. And yeah, so here's a close-up of what everything looks like. So this is a close-up of what everything looks like. My blush is still there, but it's very faded, and it's wearing off like right here, and it's wearing off slightly down there, but not really too bad. And it's wearing off around my nose a little bit, but it's not awful for like 11-12 hours. Like, this isn't bad. It wore very well for a luminous foundation. So I'm gonna go into like pros and cons. Cons, I just did not like the sponge applicator it came with. I felt like it was awful. Like, I didn't like it. It was hard to work with. It like wouldn't stay on my fingers because it had like a little strap that you could put around your fingers and apply it. It just didn't apply. It like applied a crap. Like, it didn't work. So I definitely would recommend using a beauty blender or even a brush. I think a sponge is better to get that really luminous, just pretty natural, but still like good coverage kind of look. I really liked it like that. I liked how it blended with a beauty blender or a sponge, and I just liked how much product you could pick up very easily, how you could get a good amount of product and cover a good amount of area. You don't need too many covers even with very acne prone skin. Like, I think I only did like 2 layers, maybe 3, and it looked very nice, so I loved that about it. I just thought it was very nice. It looked great with all my makeup. My blush blended well, bronzer blended well, highlight blended well with it, and it lasted for a good amount of time. I would say it lasted for like a good 10 hours. It looked nice for like 8, but I could prolong it more if I just like, you know, got rid of my oils, like blotted, stuff like that. But I really like how it applied. It applied well with my acne prone skin. Didn't like accentuate anything. It just looked very nice, everything. So I definitely give it a good thumbs up. I thought it was amazing. So yeah, that's probably gonna be it for this first impression. It's another thumbs up. If you have any more first impressions you want me to do next, let me know down below. I'm also gonna have like a little list of all the ones I've already done, so that you don't like recommend another one that I do that I've already done. Look down below and see what I've done, and then tell me what one you would like me to do next. I love first impressions. I love creating them. I just love seeing like how it lasts. It's fun to look back on. Like, these are my favorite videos to watch of myself, which is weird saying. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below any other first impressions or videos in general you want to see, and please subscribe if you haven't already to see more videos, more tutorials, more first impressions, and just fun beauty and lifestyle videos here on my channel. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.